Happy birthday, Cammie. I can't believe you reached that 50 milestone mark, luckily before me. 50 birthdays is a whole lot of living. I think I've known you for about 37 of those, and I was fortunate enough to spend about 8 with you, and I wish I was there with you this weekend, but I'm here by video instead, thanks to your sister Kim. And Kim, I was honored when you asked me to give a toast, because Cammie's always been one of my dearest friends. She was the first to reach out to me when I moved to Chicago as the new kid in 7th grade. She was the only one who would room with me on our Sears 7th grade field trip to Washington. We were always at Sears doing our drop-ins. Then we graduated to high school where we were running around. I think of our scavenger hunts where your bedroom would be full of a construction horse and construction cones the next morning. To our all-night parties at Madden's where we thought we were so cool, rocking out to Rocky Raccoon till the sun came up, to cruising around in your yellow Firebird where you were always getting pulled over and always getting out of those tickets. And then we graduated to sneaking down to Chicago where we were on Rush and Division Street, Elliot's Nest, and we were always in way over our head, but we always survived. We took a hiatus after high school during our college years, going separate schools, only to rejoin it in Boston in our post-grad years for new adventures. I think back to that apartment we first sublet with the soy sauce and the termites, and this is the one that you sat on the toilet and fainted while you were on the toilet, and we all thought you were dead. Then we moved up to our upscale penthouse at 186 Comm Ave. I don't need to mention we had to have 8 people as tenants to afford the rent, sometimes 9 when you include the French girl who slept half naked in the living room on the sofa. But we had fun. Many a party in that penthouse. But what I remember the most is the bubble party. How would we have known that putting a little dish soap in our hot tub would amount to so much damage? I think it was the next week we all had to appear in front of the condo board. And I remember one of the condo board members or one of my bosses from the Prudential Center. But we had fun. Boston was great. I think back to our little aerobic studio on top of Store 24. All our stomping ground of Clark's, the Elliott, and Joe's, the Hong Kong, Buff's Pub. We were always trying to get out of the city too, like Thelma and Louise in your red convertible. You were always so patient with me in search of that perfect restaurant on the water, the one with the chowder and the cute guy playing James Taylor on his guitar, which I don't think we ever found, but the hunt was fun. Then all of a sudden, Chicago pulled you back out of Boston, and Boston was never quite the same. It was not as much fun, not as much color, and we missed you. I missed you. You're a great companion and friend throughout those crazy years. So in closing, I want to raise a glass to you, Cammie, to friendship, to birthdays, to many, many more. I miss you. I hope we can celebrate our 50th sometime during this year together. Happy birthday, Cammie.